The question is, the arrow shows. So we can see that this is a peripheral blood smear. These are your RBCs. And how do you identify whether an RBC is microcytic or hypochromic? Sorry, microcytic or macrocytic? You compare it to the nucleus of monocyte. So for a normocytic RBC, the size is the same as that of the nucleus of the monocyte. If it is micro, it is smaller than that, and if it is macro, it is greater than that. So this is an RBC, and it is showing a typically ring-like structure over here. So the options over here that you can see is Howell-Jolly body seen in pernicious anemia, Cabot's ring seen in pernicious anemia, Rushton body seen in iron deficiency anemia. So the answer over here is Cabot's ring, and we'll get into the details of that now. In general, pernicious anemia is very, very important. Okay, and you need to know all their synonyms. So it is vitamin B12 deficiency, Addisonian anemia, Biermer anemia, Hunter-Addison, Lederer, and Biermer-Ehrlich. It is a relatively common chronic hematologic disease, and it is caused due to deficiency of vitamin B12. So what is vitamin B12? Vitamin B12 is also called as extrinsic factor because it is taken in from the nature, like from the foods. This vitamin B12 is absorbed from the stomach, forms a complex with the stomach, and that complex is with the intrinsic factor, which is from the oxyntic cells that are present in the stomach. So these cells release this intrinsic factor. This forms a complex with vitamin B12 forming the extrinsic factor. So both the intrinsic and extrinsic factor come together and they form what is called as, and this helps in the absorption of the vitamin B12. So when you do not have these oxyntic cells due to say any disease of the stomach, the vitamin B12 will not be absorbed. In addition, and in cases where a gastrectomy is done, again vitamin B12 will not be absorbed. In addition to that, if there is external deficiency of vitamin B12 itself, then again you will have this particular form of anemia that is seen. Okay. The term pernicious anemia is reserved for patients with vitamin B12 deficiency, whereas in patients who have folate deficiency, it is called as megaloblastic anemia. And in both pernicious as well as megaloblastic, there is a deficiency of nuclear maturation of the RBCs. So what are the findings that you will see is low serum vitamin B12, elevated serum folate, macrocytic anemia as I had mentioned, leukopenia with hypersegmented granulocytes. That means the neutrophils, they show about 5 lobes. And this is one more characteristic feature of megaloblastic as well as pernicious anemia. Dramatic reticulocyte response, in the sense that if you administer vitamin B12, you will see an increase in the number of reticulocytes. Okay. Pernicious anemia is associated with all of the findings plus the presence of serum antibodies to intrinsic factor. So what you see over here is the Cabot's ring. Okay. This is because basophilia and basophilic stippling that is seen over here. Howell-Jolly bodies are also seen in pernicious anemia, and this is what are Howell-Jolly bodies is, you have the RBC and you have a small dot over here. This is due to crumpling of the DNA. Clumping of the DNA. These are what is called as Howell-Jolly bodies.